Trying my best to get to the chill side of the mountain, not the congested side. At least it's wet. I guess that means that they're going to try to slow us down today when we're on the slippery side of the mountain, which is right over here. You know what the sign says? Gotta look at everything now. I mean, look at those lines. Could be a native language. Or it's just time doing its thing. Gotta keep a lookout for things like that. The rest of the times I come to the mountain, so glad it's finally raining though. It's been raining off and on and off, since Monday. And more to come the entire week next week. Might be the same today. They've already forecasted it. Which is a very good thing. About dang time. Don't know where I'm going to go today. Just try to make it around. And that is it. Looking at the same old stuff. Shut your mouth. Well, the reason I said shut your mouth is because if I talk like that and talk about looking at the same old stuff, what is different than the same old stuff? What leads to something different? You already know what leads to something different out here on the mountain. Something moved. Something manipulated. That's why I said shut your mouth. I like what I see though. It's a timestamp. A different kind of image in time is what it is. Helps you always remember that time can be endless when it stands still like this. Things that don't move for so long within your life. And every time you come back to it and see the same old thing, it's almost as if you're still young and you never get old. And time just stands still out here on the mountain. The only thing that changes in the horizon is the Atlantic skyline. But to be honest with you, lately, for the past 30 years, it has barely even changed. The further you get away from the city, the less detail that you see. Depends on what perspective you're in. I don't see extra 900 footers out there, 1,000 footers. Not even a few extra 600 footers. They're just a bunch of small ones, little condo buildings over there. 300 feet tall at most. Maybe a couple sitting around 410 feet tall. Can barely make them out from the mountain. If someone came back from the dead and came out here now, after he died back in 2003, 2004, when the Symphony Tower was being built after it was completed in the Scott line. And they saw that same line of sight, that same image, that same perspective from the mountain. They would probably think they were still living back in 2003, 2004, right before they died. What you know about that? Think I'll just survey this side of the mountain for the majority of the day. Trying to look for carvings and side profiles, that kind of thing. See if my eye will pick up on it, like it always does when I look up instead of look down. It's not going to be tipping on anywhere close to 90 today. I think it's going to be only like 85, 86, which is definitely fine with me. No 100-degree temps. And if it does start to rain, it's going to be even cooler. Let me go ahead and break out some of the birdseed for the babies out here. Used to do this when I was a kid. Same kind of birdseed you're looking at. Back in like 83, 84. Back when I was a child, 5, 6, 7 years old. Used to do chores around my grandparents' place where we lived, down in good old Harris County. And guess what my payment was? For Grandpa to drive me to the, I can't remember if it was like an Ace Hardware or what. I know it was some kind of hardware store though. To get what? I wanted to get birdseed. What the heck kind of payment is that? I could have at least asked for some money, right? $3 is a lot of money to like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, excuse me. But instead, I just asked for birdseed. But why would I do such a thing? Yeah, I used to go deep out in the woods with the birdseed in my pocket and just set the birdseed up on like the corners of the branches and just sit there and wait to see if the birds were going to come and find it. And I would sit there for at least an hour or two to see if someone's going to, bite. A different kind of fishing. Fishing for the salt. Take all kinds of stuff right here and just set it up in the corners of the branches on top of leaves and stuff like that. Waiting for them to come find it. And my soul would be happy if I saw one. You know what, if I didn't find anything magnificent on the mountain like a carving or something, I think I'll just get on the kayak later. If it's not too crowded down there. It's been a while since I had one of those days where I did something magical on the mountain, like chill, and then go get on the kayak at a later time or something like that. Strange line. Everything's a strange line on the mountain. But you know what, I was thinking about something though. When it came to that entity out there, I still don't know who it is though. In one of my videos when I was on the Etowah River, when I was talking about seeing the face of Yeshua, I know you think this is a joke. You can if you want. But it's the real deal. Outlined in the lichen moss, whatever it is, on that big old granite boulder on the side of the river. You can see his face as plain as day. But you know what? There's no guarantee that that is Yeshua's face. They look like it could be anybody, though. The same Middle Eastern type facial features And I had that question in the video. I said, what if that is Muhammad? That could be the case. What if that's not Yeshua's face? What if it's Muhammad's? And then I asked about that one thing, that one concept. And I asked about it, and they said, he's your prophet. Made me sit back and think about that. He's your prophet. When I was asking about Muhammad. I don't understand though. Dang, that's beautiful right there though. Sandy granite. He's my prophet. Muhammad is your prophet. But I don't study Islam. I'm not Muslim. That's why I don't understand. I'm not religious. But they know I'm everything. I have a little bit of everything inside of me. Like the center of the cube being part of who I am. In every circle that surrounds it, that makes up the cube itself. And combines right in the center. The perspective of it all. But they know that about me. They do. The cube. Gotta make a couple of pit stops around here. See if the water's flowing up here in this little spot where people like to hang out. And another reason I came to this side is because I want to see if that gigantic study model still. You know the Woodland Point? Native American study model. When they used to have their markets on the mountain. The newest styles. The newest ways of doing things. Got to go track it down, see if it's still there. Way up there. We'll talk about more when we find it. I just want to see how filled up this place is, though. Right here. This place is always filled up with the water. And it has been dry as a bone for the past 2.5 months. Yes, sir. It's a swimming pool for the birds. It's a bird bath. Man, they walk me right into it every time. I know you see it. Add it to the pocket. Dang. How am I going to get to it, though? I'm not wearing my creek walking shoes. Let me go ahead and grab that thing real quick. Definitely adding that thing to the pocket. Add it to the water down here. Don't fall in. There's nothing like that freedom. Nothing like being free. Ain't that the truth? Just like what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, on how I told myself to shut the heck up when it came to, thinking about manipulating the mountain. There's only 2 things that will manipulate the mountain. 2 things. You already know what they are. ice, and an earthquake. Freezing water, expanding, breaking things off, moving things along. That definitely happens more often than what? An earthquake. Not saying that that's going to happen anytime soon. That's why that's why I said to myself, shut up. Because I don't want to see any kind of manipulation on the mountain. Time stands still out here when it comes to the granite side of things. The last thing I want to see is the larger pieces being broken off and moved around. Because the only time that's going to happen is ice or an earthquake. We definitely don't need the earthquake out here. Gotta do it every time, everywhere I go. Hopefully somebody sees it. But I'm not done yet. Don't know about this one. They have a pudgy nose, though. Can't really make it out at this angle. You gotta see the shadow underneath. Let me take a picture of that thing. Can't see the screen, though. There's the eye socket. There's the nose. There's the mouth, as if they're blowing a whistle. Maybe they're blowing the wind. Maybe that's the laws of nature doing their thing, trying to make their own face. In hopes that you would see and understand them, though. And they just create themselves in a being. The being of the planet. Down to the neck. You guys off the chain. Thanks for showing me truth. Still nothing. I'm talking about something ancient, though. I'm not talking about anything modern. I'm talking about something from like the, 2000 BC or something. They're probably in the most difficult side of the mountain, though. A place that we can't get to. What common sense? They would still be over there because regular people won't be able to get over there. Thus, they stay there. No one tries to erase them. Every outline's got to be studied. Every line, every corner. They know I can see them. It's just another part of the puzzle. And I'm living within it. Beautiful. No, I'm not taking reference pictures. I probably already have 55 of this one angle, spanning the last 6 years. It's almost as if I've seen every single geometry out here. I'm not saying that it's becoming a waste of time to walk around or to look, but it's like I just keep covering every square inch, and nothing has really stood out, except for a few things, that is. But I'm definitely waiting for something to stand out, if it will. Back again. How's it going, Angel Tree? Hope you're doing well. I'm just dropping off donations. Just trying something new today. Instead of taking, I'm deciding to give. Like the other ones should. Beautiful indeed. I know the Almighty is watching. That's for them and the little ones that help maintain heaven out here. Where their voice, their song, their music. Always got to make sure that they stick around. Don't want them to go away. So they need a little bit of support. Just like you. Always glad to stop by. Got to grab something over here to the left. I'm not really liking. Somebody stopped by and dropped something off instead. That wasn't so desirable. Can see it a mile away. Instead of dropping off donations and love, they drop off something else. Just ball it up and toss in the woods and make it somebody else's problem. Dang, there's more. What the heck? There's another one. Why can't they just drop off $100 bill? By accident. There's another one. They're all over the place out here. People just came out here to throw their bottles in here. I know you're going to argue, you're going to say at least they balled it up. And not let them hold. And they picked this, one of the cleanest parts of the mountain. Four bottles. Just like the 4 fighter jets that we saw. Number 4. Wonder how many more signs they're going to try to run me into to try to understand. So far, everything is in 4s that I've collected in my mind and in my hand today. Wonder what they're trying to get me to look at, though. what they're trying to get me to see. I don't get it. Maybe I'll understand later. Let's hope sooner than later. I can't remember where the study model was. I don't know. All I remember is that it was big and it sat off by itself. Dang. Could be anywhere out here. Man. Let's hope that no one picked it up and moved it, or tossed it off the mountain, or broke it. That would be a shame. But I can't remember where it is. Could you imagine? I mean, look at this thing right here. It probably broke off with time. I think the top of the head is broken off in the front, where the frontal lobe is, like mine. In the bottom of the nose, probably due to sinus issues. But the mouth is perfectly intact. Pretty dang cool right there. There's the upper lip. There's the crease. There's the bottom lip. Down to the chin. That would have been one humongous face right here. Side profile. If only the nose wasn't broken. If only the front of the face with the eyes and the forehead wasn't broken. Wonder where it went. Found it. Walked right into it backwards. Upside down. You set this stuff down. Hey, look, there's a human figure in the tourmaline. There's the arm right there. There are the two legs. Man. Talk about a study model. Marketing piece. I had a thought about this though, after I found this thing. I know it's just a broken off piece of rock. Looks like a giant point to me. What if they did have marketplaces out here like that? What if they did? Thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago. And they came from all over. To trade. To talk. Communicate. You know that's what they did. But where did everything go? And I do mean everything. Well, I'll be. Got another one, I think. All you gotta do is look. going to have to snap random pictures just to see if I can outline them in the video later. Dang, that's a nice one. That is a side profile. Probably one of the better ones I've seen on the mountain. There's the chin. There's the mouth. The upper lip. There's the nose right there. And there's the eye. In the top of the head. The forehead. You can barely make it out. Dang. Funny what the laws of nature can do, though. Down to the neck. Right there. Can't see anything. My bad. It's the neck right there. All the way up to the chin. It's kind of scary though, but 3 or 4 years ago I was out here and someone said, "Don't step on me." That's why every time I walk around I say I'm sorry, because I don't know if I'm stepping on somebody. Some entity out here. Even when I step on the moss, if I step on a string of grass, I say, "Excuse me." Sorry if I stepped on you. Just find it in your soul to forgive me. If anybody else comes out, forgive them too. If you will. No pocket space, but I gotta get it. No room on the mountain for this. It's been almost 3 years since I've been on this side. Beautiful. 6:30. Had to forego getting on the kayak. Even sat there for 15 minutes waiting, checking things out. Place was packed. So I decided to do this instead. Uh-oh, I don't have the creek walking shoes on. Well. Is that a fake carving? Or just lines in the granite? At least the waters are flowing. Losing balance. Yeah, almost 3 years being on this side. I wonder if they're going to try to get me to find some symbols, some signs out here. Because I was supposed to get on the kayak. Hey, it's the fish. Dang. Chilling. Beautiful. Look at that. Guess I'll just walk around till dark. Pick up the garbage. Hope it's not a used thing. What the heck is that? Oh, it's just fishing stuff. Okay. Man. Do I have to fill the pockets the first 5 seconds of being out here? I mean, come on now. Taka vodka. Huh. The best friend used to drink that all the time. Look how that stands out right there. Stone Mountain Lake Extension. It's exactly what I need to get the rest of it. Alright, got it. Ready to go. Guess I'll make the round all the way through. See how much we can collect to get it out of here. Sun's at the perfect angle. I know there's no code in this. It's just a 150-year-old tunnel that goes under the main drag. Maybe not 150 years old, maybe 104, maybe 97, but definitely not from 1997. Sun's at the right angle. Man, check that out. Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Get a few in. Weird though. It's been so long since I've been out here, totally forgot what this place was like on this side of things. At least I haven't seen any garbage though. No big pieces, nothing like that. I guess I just collected a bag because it happened to be there. Got another one. just like the four from earlier. Exactly like the four from earlier. Identical. Added to the stash. Wonder why they don't have benches out here. I mean, this is like the perfect spot for a bench. Maybe here. I mean, you sit down and chill, like I need to do right now. My tired butt. It's not like I did 15 miles around the mountain so far. I've only done like 3.3. Wonder if you're expected to make your own bench. Found it. Right here. What the heck is that thing? That's when you know when someone's extremely disrespectful. Gotta get that too. Beautiful. I'll tell you one thing though. If there was any kind of carving right here on this side of the mountain, down by the creek, the lake, well, it was a creek hundreds of years ago, but this would be the place to find it. Or this would be the place to put one. Let me put it like that. Where's the mastodon at? The saber-toothed cat. The human figures. I just heard something. Sounded like somebody said right here. You just got to see every mark differently than what you're used to seeing. Would have never seen it if I didn't come this way. Just took a detour. Add it to the bag. Found another bench right here. Chill zone. I guess they're trying to get me to the end down here to turn around. Well, to go to the other side. I think there's something special that we got to take a look at. Who knows if it's still going to be there. Maybe I should have been moving quicker. Instead of looking for ancient carvings that probably don't even exist. Dang, yeah, it's been a while since I've been out here. Totally forgot this thing was here. This structure. Man, check this out. Huh. Where's the geocaching box? Where's the house at? Well, dang, I think I missed it. Man. Hey, there's a garbage can here. There's somebody fishing out here. Perfect. Bag is empty again. But not for long. What the heck is going on out here? Something's headed this way. The waves on the lake tell us. Giving us exactly what we need. I knew it was coming sooner or later. 25 minutes strong. Time to pack her up. Thanks for the rain.